Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is the Mad Chemist Church, or Church McGurch, depending on where you know me from, and welcome back to Madman Review. Today we'll be taking a look at Subnautica. Let's get into it. Now, with Subnautica 2 coming out, I saw that both the base game and this one went on sale for about $10. So I think it was just over $10 after tax and everything. So I decided to pick them up and play them, as I believe this game came out 5 years ago and has just stopped complete development. Like this is pretty much a dead game, just like the first like Subnautica, which is a shame because there are still massive amounts of bugs in this game. But as things go, this game, as you can see, this is a bug right here. I've been to this area already. Oh, and then the other one finally. This one finally. So this I've already been to. So this little star hasn't gone away, and pretty much for the entire game until I beat it and then came back, this signal here has had the little star, even though I've been there hundreds of times. Yeah, still massive amounts. I'd show you my snow fox, which is what this is, my kitsune. As you can see, I named it a fox. But while I was driving, one of the enemies hit it and literally just flung it into the air, and it just vanished. And then this symbol popped back up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go find it. Walked over to it, and it was like 300 meters in the ground, and I'm like, there's no cave system anywhere near this. I looked everywhere. There's no way to retrieve this. That is a massive bug and a massive fail on the developer's side. But as you can, if you've watched the first Subnautica video, you can kind of see everything is pretty much exactly the same building-wise. Reinforced areas, the halls, the scan room, the modules, pretty much everything is the same, minus a handful of newer items that pretty much do nothing. This game should have been a DLC add-on to the first game where you could do a new or different map, as everything is exactly the same. There is almost no difference, except for there is one new item, or one new vehicle, missing two vehicles. So the Cyclops and the Sea Moth are gone, but you get the Sea Truck. Pretty much everything else is the same. You have almost the exact same fish. There's even fewer types of fish than the first one. So some newer ones, as you can see. But my other tank was almost completely full on both ends. This one, yeah, there's at least 3 less fish in this game than the last one. Alien containment, as you can see, all the different creatures that you can't just grab and bring back with you. There's probably 1 or 2 missing that I didn't have an egg for, or just don't have an egg altogether. I went a little more extreme on this build because resources were out. I haven't been this isn't this far in the video, but resources are crazy. Like, I couldn't find silver or gold or anything like that. I couldn't find like silver or copper to save my life in the last game, and now I just have stacks upon stacks upon stacks of silver and copper, and could barely find diamond and salt and rubies and stuff like that. And this one, it was just everywhere. I pretty much had all the basics and advanced materials for this game within the first hour of the game. I already had a lot of stuff. Snow fur from the new land creatures. Kyanite, nutrient bars. Oh yeah, and then the nutrient bars. I pretty much had this full and this full. And I just was eating them instead of eating anything else in the game. Health packs, because you can't make your health packs, you have to craft them. You don't get the little health thing that's on the wall to give you one. But then again, I've almost never taken damage. Water purification tablets for the snow, so when you're up on the surface. And then snow gear, cold suit. So instead of the radiation suit, you have the cold suit. Mineral detectors, so you can go out and find resources. Never had a problem. The propulsion cannon, never got it to upgrade to the repulsion. Let's pull this out. Go over same exact things, minus the brand new thing of the sea truck dock, which I'll show in a bit. Pretty much survived the most of the game off the solar panel. The Snow Fox hover pad, which is basically the point where you would rest the Snow Fox on to essentially recharge it and repair it. Same kind of stuff here, minus the same, pretty much the same everything here. Pretty much the same everything here, plus the jukebox. And then they did something that was sorely lacking in the first game, but not by much. They gave you a better choice of different things, which still is kind of lacking, as it's cool that I can make a bathroom and a maybe kitchen, small stove. But I can make a shower, a sink, and a toilet. But at least I can pick what kind of bed I want. One of the other things they added that's brand new is the control room, which kind of shows you the time of day, where you're located, your power output and input, what your power status is at, and decoration. You can actually decorate and change the color as long as, and also as well as you can shut power off to certain things. Bioreactor, you can put different things in the bioreactor, including stuff you've hatched. Like I said in the first review, you put things in here, you put 2 of the same creature in here, you get, it will spawn more of the same creature. You can then take said creature out, eat it, or in case of the bigger guys over there, you can put it in here like I did with this guy, and it'll slowly turn them into fuel or electricity for the place. Same kind of stuff here. You have the compass, you have the scanner room, the rebreather, the reinforced suit, the ultra tank. I did not see or find a blueprint for an ultra, like an ultra fins, but so I ended up just making the swim charge fins, which aren't worth it. I was swimming around and they practically weren't charging anything. I don't understand. Pretty much what you see down here on my hotbar of tools, which are still in my inventory. That's another thing I hate about games like this, is if I put it in my hotbar, it should disappear out of my inventory because it's on my belt or it's in my hand. It should not be in my inventory and on my hotbar. This is something developers discovered years ago and have pretty much almost every developer does now. If it's in your hand or if it's on your hotbar, it's not in your inventory. And this is probably one of the most cheesiest, dumbest things ever, is having this here and this here. I can understand, like, if I had the knife out and these were still in my inventory, whatever. But it's in my hand. It's not in my inventory, developer. So the one thing they did with the lack of fish was the variety of plants. So you have underwater plants and you have above ground plants. So you have the marble melon, the fevered pepper, frost vase, planter, scrub nut, again the potato, these new things called the Preston Delight, not really sure, and the lantern fruit. So they gave you more of a reason to have these things. Some of these are used for other recipes, including crafting recipes. I currently don't have anything docked in my moon pool, but you can see this is where you would come to make mods. Did kind of the same, exact same stuff from the first game. Like I said, this should have been a DLC add-on for the first game as a expansion, a new map. This is the truck depot where you can kind of customize your submarine. I have it as HOV or Sea Truck, or the Sea Truck. I have it HOV because it's the human-operated vehicle. Change the color, kind of look at it, but this will also recharge it and repair it. It'll also repair these pods, which each pod does something different. Like this is my crafting pod with a little bit of storage, so I have a bunch of random stuff in here. That's another thing they added is the spy pangolin for the surface. The thermos, you fill this up with like coffee and you can drink it to keep yourself warm. There's other items, like I found it useful. There's other items that are better. A storage one, where pretty much this is all storage. And then this is my teleportation, as that's another thing they added, is you can actually get some alien tech, which is the tether tool. This will teleport me from, or as long as I have it on my inventory, it'll teleport me directly to here. And then I have my docking bay. I can eject what I have docked and then pick it up and use it. Or I can just exit, get into it. As you can see, I have my prawn suit, pretty much the same thing from the first one. I have the grappler, and I have the drill. Pretty much never used it because I didn't need it. This one was pretty fast, pretty pitiful game. Not gonna lie, lots of bugs. As soon as you add like a new one of these, you would think it would like recolor it. No, you literally have to leave the game and come back for it to apply all the colors, which should be a thing the moment you hit this. Because as you can see, this is going to dock me kind of like a semi-truck. So now I can get out and I can walk around. I can drop my prawn, get in it. Same modules, same everything as the last one. This one, there's only 4 modules you can build for this thing. So it's kind of like, that's it. That's all you get. Lame. No choice, no customization, no nothing. And then if you see you need to get around something, you can actually come over here and like I can pilot this, so I can detach it and move it off to the side and leave it somewhere. Like I don't want to take this and this. I just want this. So I can move them off to the side next to my base. And it'll just be this. In my last game, I made some of the ion batteries because they were actually pretty useful. In this one, the ion batteries are completely worthless. There's no need for them. You can get them and you can put them on your stuff. And they last like 2 or 3 times longer than they normally would as things go. But it's not worth it. This game again was not worth $5 that I paid for it. This game was not worth the 5. It was nice. It had like a lot of cool new things that the first game was missing. That now, if they had taken this and added it to the first game, you would actually have a functioning game. Like one solid functioning game, because if you could like, oh, you can either take the rocket and go home. That's a kitty cat tail. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Or we found a new distress beacon from the character that's in this game, and I don't want to spoil it. I know it's an old game, but an older game. But I try not to spoil things in this beyond like what I have done with the game. There's also a lot. This game was also pretty lackluster in the way of like there was a lot more things you could find, but there was a lot less customized. There's a lot more customizability, as you can see. I have my base is actually built, and my base has a name. So you saw the power suit. What did I name HOV, the sea truck? You can see Kitsune. I named it power suit. If you know, aliens. HOV, that's just a technical term for a craft. So I named you could actually name your underwater base. And I named mine Rapture. Come on. It's one of my favorite games in the entire gamosphere. I love Bioshock. And since I'm like building a quote unquote city underwater. So in the first one I didn't have it out, but in this one I have it out. And literally this is only used to make two things. The prawn suit and the sea truck. And then to add the different modules. The docking module I already showed you. The fabricator showed you. The teleportation showed. Storage showed. The only two I didn't do was the sleeper and the aquarium. Sleeper is pretty obvious. You get a bed. You can change night to day, day to night. Literally it. Nothing else worth it. As you can see, being out of the water, I have a temperature. Same thing with being out in the land. There's like hot springs and heating plants and different things you can do. Getting in caves. There's actually weather events. Like I'm in the middle of a snowstorm right now. And then the other, you see as soon as I get in the water, you can see it now better in the daylight. My black, red, and purple. Can I help you, kitty cat? Kitty cat wants attention. As you can see, I have a little bit of color, but no color on the inside. And then the aquarium module for the sea truck, that guy right there, it's pretty much exactly what you think it is. You can go out there, you can collect a bunch of fish, throw them in there, and then if you need them to like make water, or if you need them to be food, you can turn them into food, you can turn them into water, and it's just so you have something. Before I go in there, is there anything else? Same thing about the map. There's no map. Pressing M, nothing happens. You do blueprints, different things, PDAs, just like the last one. Different anytime somebody or yourself has spoken, and then logs. So you do get a map in this one. Now, as things go, these are pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is better than nothing. And at that point, I kind of would like nothing. These are kind of pointless. These did not help me in the slightest, and I still ended up looking up an interactive map because I'm just like, it's supposed to be right here according to this, but yet it's down another path around over here through this, and you're just, yeah, very poor design on the developer's part. Very poor design. Once you kind of know where you're going and once you've seen things, you can kind of self-memorize, but other than the self-memorizing things, this is not great in the way a survival game should go. Especially a survival game in the future with a shit ton of technology, and you're telling me I have no map, I have no thing. The best thing I have is this guy with this shitty thing I can't do unless I'm in the water. Yeah. So, this is one of the things they did, was they added more items that you can find out in the world. So yeah, I have the refrigerator. I have the new item that they did, which is probably the best. I don't know if it's the best food in the game, but I would consider it the best food in the game, as it gives 100%. It gives 100 body heat, which is pretty much 100% body heat. It gives you 85 food, which is pretty much 85% of your food, and 30 water, which is 30% of your water. So eating 2 of these will pretty much fill you up completely. And then maybe a little bit more water. You're good to go. Get some chips. Nom 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 nom. You can fill your thermos up here, and that's pretty much it. It no longer just dispenses you a thing. You have to have a thermos. But then, yeah, we got a whole bunch of art. We have a whole bunch of story items. Pictures of different creatures, pictures of different things, story-related items, and other stuff you can find. Like the Sea Truck X12 thing in there. More trash. And then, of course, the last but not least, if you saw these sitting in the rooms, so you can turn the jukebox on. But basically, anywhere there's a speaker in that room, you will hear whatever's playing on the jukebox. So if I go up to here, I have the Divide Music Survive. Play. Here. Over here. As soon as I leave a room, because this room doesn't have one, I don't hear it anymore. So I put a speaker pretty much throughout the house. And there's actually some turn that off. Even though I was talking over that, they might still try to copyright claim that. It's in this game, and I'm doing a review. But they have all kinds of stuff, and you find these discs all throughout the game. So, and these are all stuff from basically people making game. Like, this is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite music guys on YouTube, and he's in here. Another of my favorite music people that do video game music. I don't know if that's all the music, but that's all the discs I found while exploring. And as I said, I might be a collector of things, but stuff like that where they stupidly hide stuff, I just kind of like, I don't have time for that. I will collect things as I come across them, like fish, creature eggs. But if it's something that you physically have to go out of your way and it requires like 50 different things to hop, skip, jump, and then find it, I'm like, I have better things to do with my time. I have other games that I play. But as things go, that is it for this game. Like I said, this should have been a DLC for the first game. Period. End of story. 6. So this game came out in, I think, like 2021. The first game came out in 2013. They literally had 6, 7, 8 years before this game came out to kind of do better things with the first one and figure out stuff, and they failed pretty bad. Along with this story not being that great either. I mean, this was probably one of the worst stories I've ever seen in a game. I almost would have rather had no story. Reading through it, I'm just like, no, I could tell this was written in 2021. Bad. Well, not written, it was released in 2021, so it was probably written in like 2018 through 2019, so yikes. You can, if you know, you know. And a random, as you can see by the picture frame there. I mean, not this picture frame. This picture frame is perfection. I love kitty cats. I love all animals. Isn't it a kitty cat with a bionic arm? I love all animals. You can also turn this on. It's an aroma. You can turn this on. See, this is kind of cool stuff that I wish there would have been more of in the first and second one. Then you can turn it off. Keep calm, and truck on. And then, yeah, you can find stuff like this. Like, I found this in one of the random rooms. Found this in one of the random areas. Just a... So in the first one, you had the little, like, octopus blob dude as your companion. And this one, you can get a little penguin. It's cool. I didn't really do it because I didn't see the purpose in it. I didn't really see the purpose in this stuff. I have no idea why say no to Skyrays. I have no idea why. One thing at a time, winning takes focus. It's your field. Stand tall, be singular. Okay. The little penguin is like a little remote control robot that you can go into like small areas and grab materials. I think it holds like 4 different things. And then you can come back. Aryans! I feel like this is like some sort of like Helldiver 2 propaganda. This is just freaking badass. The prawn suit and then the sea emperor dragon thing from the first game. Having some like epic battle as they're like trying to hide from it. And it's like, get them. This would actually be pretty cool. Some sort of like hoverboard thing. This actually be pretty cool. A little mini game. A robot with a light bulb. Yeah. So just different things. Just different little things. I think I might be missing a poster. Might be missing something. But unfortunately that's that for this game. And like I said, this should have been a DLC for the first game. Like, no joke. Nothing. Like, if they would have taken... Because that's a repeat and that's a repeat. This is an Arctic peeper, so technically a different creature. These are all different creatures, so you have 2 repeats. You have a repeat, but with a different flavor, basically a different skin. And then the hoopfish and then the spinefish are repeats, but then you have the featherfish and you have the red featherfish. So if you took that, you added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you added 7 more new fish to the game, that actually would be quite a large variety. Not the normal variety when it comes to like fish, but it would still be a massive variety. And adding like being able to take these eggs back and add them to my tank, or make a second tank, because this room can hold 2 tanks. Like, I could get rid of this bioreactor and put a second tank here, and I could have these 2 tanks sitting here, one with the sub below zero stuff here, and then the normal stuff here, and then like 3 aquarium tanks, one with the normal stuff, one with the cool variants, and then one with like the sub-zero stuff. That would actually be really cool. The other things they've added, data bank. They've added some new plants. There's some new fish. There's a little pet, like the little grub dude from the first one. They've added some new fish, but some of the bigger stuff, some of these are just repeats with reskins. So one of the newest major things they added was the Snow Stalker. It was actually really cool, which I would rather have this as your friend pet rather than the penguin. But other than that, there's some random new different fish. The new leviathans, like the frozen one, the whales. There's the ice worm. That's what flipped my vehicle and threw it out of bounds. Different, like, you could survive inside of them. Jellyfish. This should have been a DLC. Like, there's really nothing to this game other than it had like some voice lines and an actual completable story. That wasn't get home, get off the planet. It was, had some bases, had some actual interactions with other characters. Seeing as the first game you had no interaction with anyone but yourself and sea creatures, essentially. That's it. That's the game. Kinda disappointing. Kinda underwhelmed by the series, and from what I'm seeing about Subnautica 2, I think I'll wait. Let's see, 13. I think I'll wait 13 years before I play Subnautica 2. I know it's probably bad because you gotta do things topical on YouTube, but the game isn't that good. It's just not that good. I don't like underwater stuff to begin with. This map was extremely small, and you go down pretty deep, but you don't go down anywhere nearly as deep as the first game, and you can pretty much get anywhere on the map with the Sea Glide, which is this thing. You can pretty much get anywhere on the map with this thing without any issue. You might have some issues with oxygen, but then there's these random oxygen plants everywhere, so you can just constantly get oxygen. So I'm just like, there's no stakes. What is going on? There's not. I don't even see the purpose of making a second base. Like the first one, there was no purpose in making a second base. This one, I'm like, where or why would I need to make a second base here? Because everything's like within arm reach of each other. Hell, half the time I didn't even take a vehicle because, like, the only reason I took a vehicle is because I was going to a place where it would be too hard to get all the way down and then all the way up in one breath, even with the high capacity tank. So I still think I paid too much for these games. Just my opinion. If you liked it, that's great. Not saying you can't like it. I'm just saying for 13 years, for 5 years of developing a game, I expect more. I expect a lot more than this. This is pathetic. I have played hundreds, if not thousands, of different games. I own probably close to, if not 500 to 600 different games. I've been in hundreds of betas and alphas back when you would apply, and then if you got lucky and they sent you a disc or a floppy in the mail, you get to play it, and then you'd email or write or fill it out of a survey, and you'd mail it back to the company, and then if they liked what your stuff was, they would send you the updated disc or the updated floppy or whatever the update was. They'd send you the new one, and you take the old one and you trash it, destroy it, throw it away, whatever, or just keep it. I pretty much trashed all mine because a lot of the companies were like, destroy this, take a magnet to it. So I took a magnet to it. I tossed them as I was told to do because I didn't want to get sued. But now it's like they send you a data file and you download the data file. So you get a launcher or something, you're under an NDA. Like, there's several things I'm a beta testing for right now that I'm under NDAs for that I can't talk about. But as far as games go, this was a DLC that should have been in the original game. End of story. Like, this isn't a matter of opinion. This isn't a matter of my own thoughts or experiences. This is a matter of fact. This game should have been in the first one as a DLC. Stop. Full stop. Like, this is a joke. I spent 23 hours on this. The only reason I have like 23 hours on this game is because I had to pause and walk away from the game because of some bug that happened that pissed me off, or I needed to go grab something, or I needed to help my wife, or something happened, and I'd literally just pause the game and go take off because I was so bored. I wanted to beat this game and I wanted to experience it because people were like, no, just give it a shot. It's a great game. It's one of a kind. It's this, it's that. I'm just like, the developers really need to start thinking about things, especially the rumors I'm hearing about Subnautica 2. If they are true and they're going to keep to what they're saying and they're never going to introduce Mr. Knifey here, I'm done. I'm out. I'm never playing that game. I will, once I'm done with these reviews for this game and the first game and the second game, once I'm done with these reviews, I'm uninstalling these games, and I will never reinstall these games ever again. I have no want or purpose or anything to replay these games. There's just nothing driving me to wanting to come up to start a new game for these. There's just nothing. I have nothing. I've almost felt like I've wasted my time playing these games. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say that. I enjoyed playing these. I enjoyed the building, I enjoyed the hunting, I enjoyed finding eggs and seeing what they hatch into, and kind of seeing the different creatures and what they're up to and how they play in the world.
See fluid intake.
And finding the different items. But there was literally nothing to this game. This game was like a plain bagel. At least the first game had cream cheese. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you played this game. Let me know your thoughts on the first game, the second game, or the first one, this one, and the second one now. And their choices to not put weapons in the game. And from what I understand, they made this. They might have changed this by now, but they made certain fish immortal, and that's not a smart thing to do, especially going out and antagonizing your fan base. That's never a smart thing to do, devs. Just shut up. Listen to your fans, listen to the feedback. Just shut up. It's unsolicited advice, but as someone who has been here, has done that, who's listened to stuff, who's watched things, just shut up. Build your game and listen to the feedback of your fans. That's all I got. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how it's going. Helps out the channel, helps out everything else to get these videos seen across the way. These videos are typically for my friends and family, but I do enjoy seeing other people watching them. I do enjoy other people leaving comments and feedback, and I believe these videos are for everyone, and everyone can come and watch and just experience what I've done, and then they can take what I've done, what I've seen, what I've said. They can mold it into their own thoughts and their own choices. It's just cat hair. And decide for themselves if they want to play this game or not. Steam Summer Sale is coming up. I know they say not to date these, but the Steam Summer Sale is coming up, and I'm pretty sure these games, once again, my cat is rubbing on my mic. So I'm sure these will go on sale again for pretty cheap, so if you're looking to pick them up, I'd say if you're looking for something to do real quick, pick it up. Kill some time. Can't play these with friends. I forgot both of these games are pretty much single player. You can mod it. Mods aren't that great, but I believe you can mod it to get a second person in here. And I'd say playing this with another person would be a little bit fun, but this was better much as a solo experience. So until next time, we're rolling with the new saying. The story's been told, the dice rolled, the spiel, the wheel spun. Until next time, adventure on.